Walk in Jerusalem just like John. I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready. When he comes, I'm tried. Proving house in order to walking in Jerusalem. Walk in Jerusalem just like John. I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready. When he comes, I'm tried. Proving house in order to walking in Jerusalem. Walk in Jerusalem just like John. One old John, what did you say? Walk in Jerusalem just like John. That you'd be there on Judgment Day. Walk in Jerusalem just like John. Some come crippled and some come lame. Walk in Jerusalem just like John. Some come walking in Jesus' name. Walk in Jerusalem just like John. Now brother, mind how you step on the cross. Walk in Jerusalem just like John. Your foot might slip and your soul get lost. Walk in Jerusalem just like John. I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready. When he comes, I'm tried. Proving house in order to walking in Jerusalem. Walk in Jerusalem just like John. If you get there before I do, walk in Jerusalem just like John. Tell all my friends I'm a coming to. Walk in Jerusalem just like John. Oh, in Jerusalem. Oh, in Jerusalem. Sing in Jerusalem. Pray in Jerusalem. Walk in Jerusalem just like John. Walk in Jerusalem. Talk.
Hey there, I'm Josh, and welcome to the Chem 101 series. In this series, we're going to go over an array of topics, including the central dogma, as well as other concepts well known to chemists and other participants here in the field of drug discovery. But first, let's look at the central dogma. Overall, the central dogma is the explanation of how we get all the different macromolecules within the cell. And the first macromolecule we're going to look at today is DNA. Now, I'll go ahead and pull it up for us right here. And as you can see, this wonderful geometry that's formed here is able to store information along its basis. And we'll go more into detail about how it does that in the next tutorial. But something to note about the DNA sequence is that it is the blueprint for so many molecules within the cell. And it's very, very important that the copies are stored in the nucleus and that they're kept perfectly in the same sequence as when they started. This way, as cells replicate and as life goes on, these sequences are not corrupted, ensuring that cell replication can move forward properly. Now, mutations are when we change or lose spaces within the DNA chain, and this can result in all sorts of diseases. So, since DNA is so important, instead of just taking the DNA and making molecules from it, we instead undergo a process known as transcription. Now, transcription is the process of DNA being converted to another readable format, and that's called RNA. Transcription is exactly what it sounds like. We take information stored in the DNA, copy it as a template, and now we have a new copy, which we call RNA. In this case, messenger RNA. Now, messenger RNA keeps the same sequence from DNA, but has a slightly different structure and slightly different features. The R in RNA, for example, simply stands for riboxy, versus the D in DNA, which stands for deoxy. So now we're on the same page. There are slight structural differences.
I'm trying to figure out why they ain't giving me my free trial.
What's more important are these functional differences. RNA is able to be used outside of the nucleus in order to do a host of tasks, including, but not limited to, the information it stores. But it also can form secondary structures such as tRNA, mRNA, which allow to perform other tasks. Now, we're going to be looking at what mRNA does, where it acts as a template to give us instructions that can be translated into amino acids, which will make up a protein. Now, any changes that occur back in the DNA, therefore, can eventually become changes in the protein, which is why it's so important that DNA sequences are preserved. RNA can also be changed, and there are other ways that RNA can be affected that have downstream effects on the protein that it yields. Proteins do so much more, though, than just provide information. They can do just about anything within the cell. They can provide structure, and they can act as motor proteins to move things about the cell. Really, we cannot emphasize enough how important each of these macromolecules are to the drug development process. Now, depending on your skill level and preliminary knowledge, you may have gotten lost in some of the jargon I've thrown at you, but don't worry. We're going to go over all of these words, all these macromolecules, and all the other vocabulary terms in our next tutorial, Chem 101.2. Hope to see you there.
Please don't come millennial. Millennial, please don't split it, retio. And retio, please don't come millennial. Millennial, please don't split it, retio. Retio, please don't come millennial, please. Millennial, please don't split it, retio. Please don't millennial, please. Oh, walk in Jerusalem. Talk in Jerusalem, sing in Jerusalem, pray in Jerusalem.
Figure it out.
Walk in Jerusalem just like John. I wanna be where
Close it out. Okay, my headset is low. Y'all can tell I've been on here for a minute, right? My headset battery is low. So I'm about to get off here. I've been practicing. When my granddaughter come home from school, I'll be able to help her with some. All right, let me get off of here. I'm gonna come back. I didn't think about charging the whole time I've been on here playing, waiting to go live. And my mic is muted. Anyways, I might delete this one. I'm getting it together. I learned a lot in the past 2 hours by myself, but I even learned how to put up my whiteboard. Let's see, let me show you. Put up my whiteboard. Got my whiteboard up. It's hard to draw in the light. Wait, because I have great penmanship. Well, what they call penmanship, right? But here, it looked like scribble scrabble. I can't. Wait. Let's see. Oh, I got an eraser. I don't want the eraser. Wait a minute. Take the eraser mode off. Okay. Okay, wait. Maybe I need not try to press so hard against the board.
Walking Jerusalem just like John. Please don't come millennial. Millennial, please don't.
Let me see my battery running low. Y'all can see it. Even my controller's. Oh no, my controller's running low. Don't press so hard. Don't press so hard. Don't press so hard. Okay, don't press so hard. Don't press so hard against the light. Oh, I can make that a song. Don't press so hard against the light. Don't press so hard against the light. Don't press so hard against the light.
Some come crippled and some come lame. Walking Jerusalem just like John. Some come walking in Jesus' name. Walking Jerusalem just like John. Now brother, blind hand step on the cross. Walking Jerusalem.
Don't press so hard against the light.
And your soul get lost. Walking Jerusalem just like John. I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready. When he comes, I'm tried.
Don't press so hard against the light.
Just like John. If you get there before I do, walking Jerusalem just like John. Tell all my friends I'm a
What if this was?
walking Jerusalem just like John.
Don't press so hard against the light. Okay, let's try this again. Y'all, as my battery gets ready to die, can you see the screen? Don't press so hard against the light.
Just like John, walk in Jerusalem, talk in Jerusalem, sing in Jerusalem, pray in Jerusalem, walk in Jerusalem just like John. I wanna be ready, I wanna be ready. When he comes, I'm tried. Proving house in order to walking in Jerusalem. Walk in Jerusalem just like John. I wanna be ready, I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready when he comes. I'm tried. And my house in order to walking in Jerusalem. Walk in Jerusalem just like John. Please don't slide in Regio. Like Regio, please don't can me Lenio. Like Regio, please don't slide in Regio. Say Regio, please don't can me Lenio, please. Oh, Lenio, please don't slide in Regio. Please don't wear my Lenio, please. Oh, walk in Jerusalem. Talk in Jerusalem, sing in Jerusalem, pray in Jerusalem. Walk in Jerusalem just like John. I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready when he comes. I'm tried. Proving house in order to walking in Jerusalem. Walking Jerusalem just like John. I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready when he comes. I'm tried. Proving house in order to walking in Jerusalem. Walking Jerusalem just like John. One oh John, what did you say? Walk in Jerusalem just like John. That you'll be there on Judgment Day. Walk in Jerusalem just like John. Some come crippled and some come lame. Walk in Jerusalem just like John. Some come walking in Jesus' name. Walk in Jerusalem just like John. Now brother, mind how you step on the cross. Walk in Jerusalem just like John. Your foot might slip and your
Maybe
soul
this is
get
supposed
lost.
to be a
Walk
2.
in Jerusalem just like John. I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready. When he comes, I'm tried, I'm tried. Proving house in order to walk in Jerusalem. Walk in Jerusalem just like John. If you get there before I do, walk in Jerusalem just like John. Tell all my friends I'm a coming to. Walk in Jerusalem just like John. Oh, in Jerusalem.
Let's just clear the whole board.
In Jerusalem.
Get my eraser.
In Jerusalem.
Don't press so hard against the light. Okay.
In Jerusalem. Walk in Jerusalem just like John. Walk in Jerusalem. Talk in Jerusalem. Sing.
Uh-oh, headset about to die. It say battery is very low.
In Jerusalem.
Okay,
Walk in Jerusalem just like
where
John.
was I?
I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready. When
Oh, over there with the DNA.
Proving house in order to walking in Jerusalem.
Hey, I'm about to leave y'all.
I wanna be ready.
Just want to say,
I wanna be ready when
bye-bye.
he comes. I'm tried. I'm tried. I'm tried. And
Bye-bye.
house in order to walking in Jerusalem. Walk in Jerusalem just like John.